Hi guys, my name is Michael Mordinson, and in this video I wanted to show you a few places here in the center of Kharkov, which are cool places to visit during a colder period of time. We are now in the middle of November 2018, and while it's still really nice and sunny outside, in a few more weeks it will get colder, and walking outside a lot will not be an option probably. So it's cool to know about such places, and I hope you're going to enjoy this video. I'm now on my way to our first stop, the Kharkov Nature Museum, and it's just a couple of blocks away from our office, so it should not take me a lot of time, and I hope it's open today. Okay guys, I just got to the museum, and that's what it looks like from across the street. Let's go check it out. I used to come here quite a lot with my schoolmates when we were in the elementary and junior high. So I'm really curious to see what it looks like inside, and if it changed a lot. I bet it didn't, but let's go and check it out. Well guys, unfortunately museum does not work on Sundays, and it is Sunday today, so we'll not be able to get inside. But according to the there is some custodian. Hello. So basically it says here that the museum works from Monday till Saturday, and it only works for groups, so you cannot just come here all by yourself to check it out. But there is an exception for Saturdays, because on Saturday you can do it by yourself from 11 in the morning until 1 p.m. And as far as I remember, they even had English speaking people here as a staff who would do the tour in English, which is, the museum is really worth visiting. It's I think it's 4-story, and it's packed with lots of interesting stuff. And this lady is nodding, so it means I'm saying the right thing. And yeah, so basically the only time you can check out the Kharkov Nature Museum is Saturday between 11 in the morning till 1 p.m. and you just come here and you buy your ticket and just do it. So let's go to our second stop. Well, I hope after the failure with the Nature Museum, my second idea is going to play out. It's the Kharkov Art Museum, and that's where I'm heading right now. I decided to stop by this new monument, which they opened very recently. It's to an actress and singer, Lyudmila Gurchenko, who was originally from Kharkov, and she was a real movie star in the Soviet Union, and she's very liked here in Kharkov. And the figures around her different roles in different movies, it's really neat. One of the things that you will immediately notice when you come to Kharkov is the murals, huge pictures on the sides of the buildings, and I just stumbled upon one which I have not seen before. It's a huge Bugs Bunny right there. Ooh. It's pretty neat. Guys, right now I stopped by the Feldman family museum. It's the interesting thing about this place is that they change the exposition every few months. So if you were here like half a year ago, you should definitely come again, because this is going to be something new. Every stand has a QR code. So you just point your smartphone on the QR code, and you'll be able to hear the story behind the whatever artifacts that are presented in the case. Right now they have an amazing exhibition of ancient pottery. Some of those pieces go back a few thousand years ago, and it's really impressive. So Feldman Family Museum, definitely a must-see in Kharkov. After making a short stop in the Feldman Museum, we are back on track, heading to the Kharkov Art Museum, and I'm just 1 block away, so I'll be there in a minute. Right behind me is the building of the Kharkov headquarters of the Ukrainian Security Service, which in the past, in the Soviet time, was known around the world as KGB. And right there used to be a church which was destroyed by the communists in the early 20th century, or basically after the Bolshevik Revolution, and was rebuilt just a few years ago. Okay guys, the building right behind me is the Kharkov Art Museum, and this time we are in luck because it's open, and it's open every day except for Tuesdays. So let's go check it out. Okay guys, basically they have 4 expositions, and visiting each costs 10 hryvnia. So visiting the entire museum is like 40 hryvnias, which is like $1.60 or something in US. And as I said, they work every day except for Tuesdays, and they start working at 10 in the morning, and they work until, you can buy tickets until 5:20. As just like the case with the Nature Museum, I have been here multiple times when I was a kid and when I was a student at school, and it's really worth visiting. They have very nice exposition. Used to be a lot nicer, but during the Nazi occupation of Kharkov, a lot of things, a lot of pieces of art were stolen and taken away. Some of them were retrieved later on, but some were not. Still, it's a nice place. They have beautiful exposition, so definitely worth visiting. The last museum that I wanted to show you today is the Kharkov History Museum, and that's where we're heading right now. I hope it's also open, and we'll go inside, but I'm not going to go through the exposition, not to spoil it for you. So let's go check it out. On my way to the museum, I accidentally saw this car on the Ontario plates. It's quite a long ways. Okay, so I'm now standing in front of the History Museum, across the street actually. You will always recognize it by the 2 tanks standing next to the museum. They are real tanks, they are not replicas. One is T-34, the famous Russian tank, and another one is the iconic British tank Mark V. So let's go get closer to it. Yeah, so this is the British tank Mark V. It was actually brought here to Kharkov after the World War I, so it's been around for a very long time. Yeah, the little kid on top of the tank. What can possibly go wrong? So this building here, the glass, is the History Museum, and this is the T-34. We are disrupting a photo session. Sorry about that. Unlike the Panteras and Tigers, which were the main tanks for the Nazi Germany, the T-34s were a lot lighter, so they were a lot more mobile, and it's a common belief that this tank has won the war. Okay, so this is the entrance to the Kharkov Historical Museum, and as you can see here, it works from 9:30 in the morning until 5 p.m. every day between Tuesday and Sunday, and so it should be open right now. Let's go check it out. They also have different expositions here on different floors, starting from the ancient times and all the way to the modern times of World War II. We're not going to go inside the expositions, again, not to spoil it for you when you come, but it's really worth visiting. And if you're, especially if you're interested in the history of Ukraine and Kharkov in particular, you should really come check it out. It's a very interesting building and also very interesting exposition. Guys, that does it for the day, and I'm going to post the addresses of all the places we have been to today in the description of the video, and I hope you really enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.